So I have a friend that's going on a date this weekend on a Saturday, and he calls me and says, I need your help. I haven't been on a date for like 2 years. Been out of the game for a little bit, so can you please give me a couple of tips on what I should do? Especially, I'm terrible at meeting people for the first time. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. So can you give me a couple of tips? And I was like, sure. First of all, when you go on the date, just make sure you make yourself feel comfortable. So by doing that, I would like your ass to go in your wardrobe and pick out something that you really love. Like, wear something you really, really like. Wear your favorite shirt, your favorite shoes, your favorite pair of jeans. Because if you feel good, then I guarantee that you're going to have a nice date. But if you wear something that you're not comfortable in, then your whole mood is just going to be not great. And he was like, okay, cool, that's actually a good idea. So we picked out something for him to wear over the phone on Skype, and that was done. So his outfit was ready for this weekend. And then I said to him, okay, so as far as conversation is concerned, I know when you first meet somebody face to face, after talking to them on the phone for a bit, it can be very awkward. And sometimes you can be the most chattiest of people, but when it comes to meeting strangers, you just kind of shut down and don't know what to say. So I said to him, don't worry. I think you should it's silly, but just write down a couple of topics on a piece of paper. Just go through them a little bit so that when you get stuck, you can remember what it is you wrote down on that piece of paper. I've done that before when I was younger, and to my surprise, it actually worked. I just wrote down a couple of things on a piece of paper because I was so scared to talk to this guy on the phone. Yeah, I know, such a loser. But it happened, and when I wrote those things down, I didn't even have to read the paper anymore. But when I did get a little stuck, I just went back to the piece of paper and I was like, oh, okay. Then the conversation kind of just continued. So I said to him, I know sometimes guys can be very standoffish. They sometimes just zone out, don't really know what to say to girls. But don't be that guy. Please don't be that guy. Because you don't want her to talk about you to her friends. So all you have to do is just ask her questions. Just say, oh, you look lovely today. I like the way you put some effort for tonight. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, what should I wear? But whatever. You look great. Whatever. Just compliment her on the way she looks. Her hair, everything. Because then that will make her feel comfortable. She's going to feel like giving you a compliment back maybe, which will open up a bit of a dialogue. And then you can just say to her, oh, so do you like shopping? And if she says yes, you just say to her, oh, where do you like to go shopping normally? And then you can talk a little bit about that. And then you can then just ask her, what she enjoys doing, like her favorite hobbies. Or maybe if you have been talking for, let's say, a week over the phone, just try to remember some of the stuff you spoke of on the phone and try to develop that more since you're now face to face. Because I know sometimes when you're texting, it can be a little bit difficult to then meet each other face to face and then have a brand new conversation, because it's like, I know you over the phone, but I don't know you face to face kind of thing, if that makes sense. So just think of the stuff you spoke of prior to meeting and then just develop on that. So if, let's say, she's in university and she's studying to be a lawyer or something, just ask a lot of questions about that. Just go into detail, because the more you ask, the more the person opens up to you, and the more they are interested in you, and the more they see you in a lovely kind of way. They're thinking, oh, this guy actually cares. Oh, this guy actually remembers what we've spoken about. Those are all good points, And make sure that she's asking you questions too. You don't want to be the only one asking questions, trying to get to know her. Just, prompt her to do the same for you as well, so that you get to know each other. And I would also recommend that you don't buy alcohol on the first date. Because sometimes when we get nervous, we might then knock back a couple and then we're just chatting all kind of nonsense. You don't want that. Just get yourself a nice soft drink or something. Just no alcohol, at least for the first date. If she wants alcohol, then that's fine. You can't tell her what to drink, obviously. And also another thing to just make yourself more prepared for your date is make sure before you go on that date, you've had a calm day, you haven't been too stressed out, nothing's bothered you too much. If you come back from work and you've had a busy day, just make sure you have a couple of hours to yourself to just get in the bath, take a nice long shower or a bath, whatever you do. Just pamper yourself before you go on the date. Just make sure that, you know, you get yourself ready. Because if you're running around rushing, you're gonna go to the date and you're gonna be irritated. You're gonna be just not yourself. So if you take an hour or two to just pamper yourself, to make sure your clothes are ironed out, you go get your hair cut, you just make yourself feel good before you go on the date. Because if you feel good, then I bet you the date is gonna go very, very well, and she's gonna respond to your energy as well. So just make sure your energy is on point. Make sure you look great, you smell great. Ladies love it when a man smells nice, so make sure you smell really nice. Make sure that you really try to remember some of the stuff you guys spoke of, and then try to maybe bring those things back again so you can develop that conversation a little bit more, because then it shows that you care about what you spoke about. You want to get to know her. And don't be fake, by the way. Don't ask questions if you really ain't interested. Only go on this date if you're truly interested in her and wanting to get to know her. Especially like my friend, if you've been single for 2 years, then I would imagine you're ready to get back in there. You're ready to date again, and you're ready to just get to know a girl. And after the date is done, just make sure you compliment her and say, that was a really lovely date. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed yourself too. I'll call you later, or I'll text you later, or whatever the case is. So when you get home, you give it an hour or so, chill out, relax, or whatever. Then just say, I hope you got home okay. If you don't drive her back home, or if she takes a taxi home or whatever, just make sure you say, I hope you got home okay. I just got home all right too. I'm just relaxing, blah, 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 blah. And then if you want, you can then just talk some more over the phone or whatever, or just say to her, I'm going to go to bed because I got work, or I've got this and that to do tomorrow, so I'll catch up with you later. But before I close this video, don't take 3-4 days to arrange the next date. No. If she enjoyed the date and you enjoyed the date, just say to her, look, I enjoyed the date. I liked hanging out with you. I thought you were fun. So, would you mind doing it again? And if she says yes, then you plan something more outgoing, something where you're just not sitting there eating food, something a bit more creative. But I'll get into that on the next video, on the kind of things you can do on your second date that is a bit more fun, that can get you to really know that person, and all that other good stuff. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, or whatever it is you want to do. Just laters.